everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about my top 4 go-to eyeshadow palettes. Let's get started. My first one I have is this one. It's by MUA, which is Makeup Academy. It's called Poptastic and it has a lot of bright colours in it that are quite vibrant, I would say. So that's what the palette looks like. These are the colours. I'll just get into it. So it comes with just this basic applier, so obviously I've used it quite a lot so you can see, but it's just this flat, just where you just brush it on. It's a really nice palette. The colour does come up with quite vibrant. What I would say is the pinks and the lighter colours tend to come up a bit more if you use a primer first or if you have naturally a darker skin tone. So because I'm quite pale, I have to do quite a few layers of the pinks and the lighter colours just to get them to show up. But I brought this for a fancy dress party because I went as Cruella de Vil and I needed the green eyeshadow and the purple eyeshadow, but it worked really well. All in all, I'm really happy with this palette. So the next palette I have got is kind of a dupe of one of the Naked palettes. I don't know which one it is, but it's by Makeup Revolution and it's the Redemption palette Iconic 2, but this is what it looks like on the front. So I've used this quite a bit. And these are the colours, so again you just get your standard eyeshadow brush there, and then these are the colours here, so they all, you can see I've used them quite a lot. I've had this palette for I think nearly a year now. It's quite a good palette. I tend to use these ones on the end here as kind of highlights. I used them once to highlight my upper brow area and they worked really well. So they actually work really well as highlighters. And then the darker colours, the black comes out really well as well. Something I will say is it's quite a strong black, so you don't need that much on, which is actually really interesting, because I didn't think this palette would come up quite well, but it does actually show up quite well on your eyes. And because they're all dark colours, they do show up really well, especially on lighter skin tones, which is really good. The next palette that I'm going to show you is one that I use quite a lot. I think I use it every day pretty much. It's the Naked Urban Decay palette, so it's just the first one they've did. I got this for Christmas last year, so I'm just going to show you. I think I've showed you this in a video before, but that's what the cover looks like. So it's just nice. It's a nice velvety touch as well, which I'm really happy with. I really like this palette a lot. This is my first Naked palette. I don't actually have any others, but I'm really hoping to get another one quite soon. I've used this quite a lot as well. So with this one, the brush is quite different. So you get this fluffy end here, and then you get this much thinner, more detailed and flatter end, which I really like using in the corners of my eyes. And this one I just use to blend and get into the creases, which I think is really good. And these are the colours, so I'm gonna just show you them here. So you get quite a lot of nice ones. You get Virgin here, which is a really pale colour, normally used I think for highlighting, especially the corners of your eyes. Then the next one along is Sin, and it's just a really pale glittery pink colour. Then you've got this one, which is of course Naked, and you can see that's the one I use the most out of it. I just use it as a nice neutral brown for just all over my lid. This one next to it is called Sidecar. I haven't used this quite a lot. It's like a goldy brown colour, which I think is really nice. It's quite glittery as well. Then this one next to it is called Buck, which I use to go into my crease, and then just like another additional shadow. And then you've got Half Baked here, which is a really nice shimmery gold colour. Then the one next to it is quite a darker shimmery gold. It's called Smog, which just looks like that one there. And then next to it you've got Dark Horse, which is a darker brown, and I use this to go in the crease of my eyes as well, and maybe some on the outer corners. And then you've got Toasted next to it, which is like a dark purpley pink colour, so it just looks like that. Then you've got Toasted here, which is this nice pink colour, quite shimmery as well. Then the one next to it is called Hustle, and it's quite a nice dark, really dark purple colour, but it's still got a lot of shimmer in there. Then this one next to it is the dark shimmery black colour, which is called Creep. And then finally the one at the end is called Gunmetal, and it's this shimmery grey silver colour. So it's really nice. The shimmery colours are nice to use if you're going out or if it's like a special occasion. I just tend to use the matte colours on a day-to-day basis, but today I'm actually wearing the shimmery pink colour, which is Sin, and then I'm using Naked, Buck and Dark Horse as well, and a bit of Creep as well in the corners. So yeah, I use that one nearly every day pretty much. It's really nice palette just to use in general, and the colour comes out quite well. And then finally the last palette I'm going to talk about, obviously I've showed you this before, but it is the Alice in Wonderland Urban Decay palette as well. I just adore this palette so much. If I can get out this, there we go. I just adore this palette so much. So I've already showed you the basics, the top part and all that, but we're going to talk about the colours in here today. So like the Naked palette, you do get a brush, but this one is actually got two fluffy ends. So it's got this bigger fluffy end here, and then it's got this one here as well. So this one's slightly smaller. It's a bit better for creases, but still I like to refer to the other Naked brush just to get into the creases because it does help a lot. Okay, so the colours in here I'm going to show you. So the top one is called Looking Glass, and it's this pale pink colour. The next one along from that is Hatter, which is a shimmery green colour, very vibrant. The one after it is called Lily, and then along we have Heads Will Roll, which is this like nice aqua greeny colour. Then the one at the end is called Time, and that's this nice dark blue shimmery colour. It does come up really, really well. I love using this one. Then the one below that is called Dream On, which is a nice shimmery purple. The one next to it here is called Bandersnatch. Then this one is called Duchess as well, which is like a shimmery browny orange colour, which is really nice. The one next to it is this dark purple shimmer, which is called Gone Mad. Then this one here is called Reflection, and it's this pale orange colour, which is really nice for like lining your whole lid with. And then the one below that is this brown colour, and it's called Dormouse. This one is an orange, and it's called Paradox. Then this one here is called Kingdom, and it's just like darker, lighter shimmery brown colour. Then this one here, I used quite a bit of this the other day. I went to a party and I used it for like a grunge makeup look, which I thought was really, really cool. It's called, I can never pronounce this, but I'm going to try, Salazan Grum, I think that's it, or Salazan Grum. It's one of the two. I'm not very good at pronouncing words. And then this one next to it is a dark shimmery brown. It's called Chronosphere, so that's that one there. Then this one below it is a shimmery grey, and it's called Mirror. Then this one here next to it is called Royal Flush, and it's just like a pale, it's like the pink up here, but it's a little bit more tinted, and it's a little bit more shimmery as well. Then next to it we've got Chessboard, which is this brown here. So this one next to it is a shimmery pink, and it's called Cake. And then finally the last one is called Metamorphosis, and it's this nice shimmery pale blue, which I think is really, really adorable. I really love with this whole palette. It's definitely worth the money, I think. I'm not sure if it's still available anywhere. I think I got mine in, I think it was June I got mine in. It might still be available in some stores, you might still be able to get hold of it, but I'm really impressed with this palette, and I just adore it so much. So they are all my go-to palettes, and I'm really happy with them all, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment below saying which your favourite palette was that I showed you, or any other palettes that you think I should check out. Bye guys!